There's always a misconception that you can't be in higher level management in automotive. I just don't take no for an answer. I go to these corporate conferences and I'm one of two women and the guys move around and they don't want you to get in. I say, excuse me, hi, I'm here and I'm Krystal Roberts.
Krystal Roberts is the executive manager at Advantage Chevrolet in Hodgkins and a trailblazing woman in the auto industry.
I am the dealer advisory president for Chevrolet's commercial division, and I represent the entire nation of commercial dealers. I'm the only female on the board.
How hard would you say it was for minorities to break into this business?
Extremely difficult, and the reason being is dealerships are extremely expensive to purchase.
We're talking $15 to $30 million.
That's correct. General Motors actually had a program, though, that would invest with minorities.
An opportunity her father took advantage of in the 1980s. Now, the Roberts family owns 6 dealerships across the Chicagoland area.
How did you get into the family business?
Filling vending machines. Then I cleaned cars, was a sales assistant, worked in parts, service, the office administration, sales. So I basically walked in every position in order to get to the position I'm at today. And I wouldn't have it any other way. He taught us the right way to do the business.
I was just about to ask you, why do you think your dad had you do that?
He didn't want any of us to feel like something was handed to us, that we've earned those positions, we would appreciate and respect it even more.
Krystal's brother, Jason Roberts, the chairman of the Chicago Automobile Trade Association, always knew she was a tough fighter.
I think it was Mayor Daley at the time was trying to bring the Olympics here. They had like a boxing exhibition, and I'm watching the news and I'm like, wait a minute, that's my sister boxing a man. And all you saw was the guy's head going back.
This pretty face.
Yeah, don't mess with this one.
But Jason says it's her woman's touch that's made a real difference in the family business.
She really kind of had to shift our thought process. She studied metrics, found ways for us to improve, but really she kind of forced us to rethink things. One of the things that she really kind of keened in on was work-life balance, showing people progression plans, and we really kind of rethought how we went about our business, and not just driving sales, but personal growth for our team.
Now she's making space for more women to be in the room.
Currently today, I have 25% of our workforce in this location are females. For a lot of women, they don't see people that look like them represented in the store. So it's hard for mentorship and leadership and to see people that look like you. So I continue to do that because I want to be an example for more women to be encouraged to get involved in this industry.
Badass.
I'm telling you.
Man,
I'm telling you.
what a story.
And there's so much. This was one of my favorite interviews, you guys. And so much on, you know how when we do these stories, we got so much good stuff. It gets on the chopping. I wish I could play the whole interview in its entirety because she said so many wonderful things. And when I was there was a guy who was getting his car serviced. He did not know she was the owner of that dealership.
What?
He said, oh, she comes in and she speaks and she checks on me and everything. Like, she's hands-on all the way across the board. She gives her employees, if they want to work out at lunch, she gives them time, an extra time on top of their lunch to work out because she values work-life balance. I said, if only more companies could adopt this, and she says that in turn, you heard her brother say it, has increased productivity because now they want to show up to work. They want to work harder because they know that their boss is investing in them as a
It's like those
person.
hours that they're working, they know that if something comes up with family or whatever it is, they know that they can go.
But she said her dad was tough on her. This is a fun, cute little story. She said early on, you know what I mean? She started like washing the cars, doing the vending machine, like literally worked her way up. And she took a lunch break. Her dad called and she was not in that store. He was like, what are you doing eating? She said she cried. She said she was, I just want to get something to eat there. She was like, we don't eat.
We work.
We work.
That was a hustler.
But you see how she said that her brother came and she shifted that. But she said, she said her dad, but she's so grateful because look how she and her brother turned out.
And his way up was a lot harder than their way up. So he had to live like that, which speaks volumes to who he was too. And I just told you in the story, I met her brother He's very impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
He knocked my
He's
socks
the
off.
new head of the CATA.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was very
I
impressive.
did not meet him. You met him this year at the
met
other show,
him.
and I
Yep.
didn't.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, small world, and I wanted to get that story in before.
You know
when
what you
the
should
month is
do?
over.
The stuff that you couldn't air, you need to add that to the site so people can watch the rest
We
of it.
should.
Unedited.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC7 Chicago Eyewitness News.